Hey, what's up, guys? It is Coach Sophia here, and like I told you guys, what is going on? Happy whatever day you're watching this video. Today is February. What is today? February the 12th. And I want to share about my weight loss journey on GLP-1 medications. If you are interested in learning more about my journey and how I've lost over 60 pounds and I'm now in the body reconstruction or body recomposition phase, then stay tuned. So if you don't know me, I'm Coach Sophia. I help women heal, thrive, become mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually fit after any type of breakup or divorce. And on this particular channel, I share my wellness journey. So I started my journey back in August of 2024. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it's been 28 weeks. Today marks 28 weeks of weigh-ins. And I am just like, I can't believe it. I cannot believe. Can you believe it? Like, it's been 28 weeks. And probably for a good 24 of those weeks, at least I would say a good 23. A good 23 of those weeks, I was weighing in every single week, share my journey with you. So definitely go back and watch it so you can see all of the things that happened. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about that today. So you want to know how much weight have I lost? I have lost over 60 pounds. I started my journey at 248.2 pounds. When I started my journey, I started on, so the medication that I'm on is compound of tirzepatide. I have been on that the entire time, and I started with the 2.5 milligram dose. I was at 2.5. I think I have been saying for 4 weeks, but it's actually been 5 weeks. 2.5 for 5 weeks, and then a variation of 4 milligrams all the way up to probably 7 milligrams until I lost the 60 pounds, which took me 22 weeks. So from August the 2nd until January 1st is when I weighed in, I lost 60 pounds. And so I got to my 60 pound mark and kind of realized over the past couple of weeks of that, so like week 20, 21, and 22, realizing I really like the way my body looks. I'm really enjoying the size that I am, and I really would just like to tone up and build more muscle. That has been my goal, and so that's what I switched to. So I did 22 weeks of weight loss, and then starting at week 23, I started focusing on building muscle. And so I have also been adjusting my dosage. And so I have my notes here. I have literally every single week's. Can y'all see that? Probably not. Let's see. Back this way. I want y'all to see. Yeah, so I literally have every week's weigh-in listed out here, and then like my monthly rates. So like, and I'm kind of go over that. This is kind of my recap so far to date. So this video might be a little bit longer than the others. If you want to know like my weight and where I am, I'll have that marked in the timestamps in the description, so you can jump right to that if that's what you're looking for. So week 1 through 4 from August the 2nd, I lost 11.9 pounds in my first month, and I felt so good. From the initial injection, from the very first injection, I remember walking out of the clinic because I did a med spa, not clinic, but I did a med spa that was local to my area. And after the first injection, I felt like something is happening. Like something is happening. And I very quickly felt this silencing of just cravings. I very quickly felt when I ate something, it's like my stomach expanded or something, like the food expanded in my stomach. And so that first month, I lost 11.9 pounds. So your girl was like, I was feeling it. When you start on a journey and you start to see success, like you gotta ride that momentum. You know what I'm saying? That's like a life lesson. When you are starting on the journey, you gotta stick with the momentum. And from the very beginning, I knew my personality. I knew that I needed to have a challenge. And so I set goals, right? So if you are just starting on your journey, I would encourage you to set goals. One of my other videos, maybe I'll find it and link it here. You want to reach the goal, but you really want to focus on who you become throughout the journey. And the goal is just there. Patrice Denise talks about it. She's like, it's like the carrot that's hanging out in front of you. you want to continually be striving for something more. And so when you set goals, especially in this area, in weight loss or getting healthier, you know, setting goals throughout the way gives you something to look forward to. Right. And so every single month I was setting goal. And my big goal from the time that I started, I said I wanted to be at 199 by Thanksgiving. And so my first month, like I said, 11.9 pounds. My second month, I lost 13. So in 8 weeks, baby, I was down 25 pounds. I was like, listen, you ain't got to tell me nothing. So it really encouraged me. And one of the things I share on Downsizing Divas interview is I didn't start this journey alone. So I initially started this journey because my daughter, like, I wanted to help her. So if you don't know, I'm a divorced mom of 3 girls. I take care of them on my own. And as far as like my weight and stuff, I had always kind of struggled with my weight. And so that kind of passed down to my oldest daughter. And so seeing the struggles that she was going through, and then having my ex-mother-in-law, see, I saw her success on the medication. I was like, I'm going to help my daughter. And then doing all the research, I'm like, man, what if we could do this together? And so we started the journey together. And y'all, she is doing phenomenal. She's lost over 60 pounds. She's feeling good, and I can tell her confidence has really grown, and she's always put herself together. She always smelled good. She's a girly girl. She always makes sure her hair is laid. Okay, she braids her sister's hair, but she always looked good. But I can just tell that her level of confidence like skyrocketed. Okay, and so she has the goal to get to 170, which is past my goal. And so right now I'm rooting for her. I'm encouraging her, you know, helping her get to that goal. So anyway, that was like a side note, but I started the journey together with my daughter. And so we started losing weight. Like, the weight was coming off, which leads me to believe that there was some type of metabolic something that was going on in my body that wasn't quite like together. But anyway, so second month, 13.2 pounds. Third month, 11 pounds. Fourth month, which was November, for the month of November, I had lost 10.8 pounds, which brought me to a total of 46.9, which let you know that I did not make it to 199. Yeah, I did not make it to 199 until week 18, which week 17, I think, was Thanksgiving. It's like the last weekend in November. So definitely keep having those goals, because that will help you stay on track and kind of stay focused and really kind of build on that momentum. And then December, I had lost 12 pounds. And then so January, did I do January? So week 22, I was down 0.9. Week 23 is when I switched over to not focus on losing weight. I was down another 1.3. And then week 24, I went up 0.9. Week 25, I went up 0.2. And during this whole process, I get sick, and I'm really focusing on building my muscle. I'll kind of go up and down. And then week 26, which would have been January 26th, I was down 1.3. Week 27, which would have been last week, I didn't even put how much. Oh, I was down 4.9. And so I've really kind of been sticking at, the lowest I've gotten to was 183.6, which was February 5th. And then today I weighed in at 185.8, so up 2.2 pounds. So my goal is to be between 185 and 190 is like the range that I want to stay within. Again, like, you can't tell because I got on so many clothes because it's cold. It's like a blizzard. But my upper body is very toned. My upper body is very small. Like, my wrist and stuff are like small in comparison to what I'm used to. My thighs are small. I think they're like 24, 25 inches. My waist, everything has gotten smaller. So I'm at roughly 33 to 34% muscle mass. And this past like week and a half or so, I did something to my knee. I think it was, I did some squats wrong. So Alonda, if you watch this video, don't mess up your knee and don't do the squats wrong. I don't want you to have to sit on the sidelines. So I've really been doing other things instead of bending my knee. So I've been doing like deadlifts and stuff like that, but I haven't been going as hard. So I really feel like if you don't strength train consistently, like for 3 to 5 days out of the week, you can definitely see a loss in your strength and a loss in your muscle mass. Like, you gotta keep it up. And so that's what I'm learning. My goals, like I said, is to build muscle and to get stronger. I'm up to, so some things that have helped me in this body recomposition, whatever it's called. I have been setting little goals to do push-ups. And I did 11 because I want to do one extra. And then I did 16 and now I'm up to 20. And so I've been doing 20 push-ups every single day, sometimes twice a day. And that has really helped me to feel strong. It makes me feel really good. So that I'm going to continue. I would love to increase it every single week. Okay, so what can you expect? I would just expect, if you are getting started on your journey, I would just expect that everybody is literally going to be different. But I would say really find your groove and stick with it. I would say also keep your eyes front and center. I know we can get so consumed with everybody else's journey, but what happens when we compare everybody else's journey, we start to either determine our journey is good or bad based on what everybody else is doing. And really, it's a race of your own. Like, you literally are just racing against yourself. And so really just cut the noise, right? If that means you need to unfollow some people on social media, if that means you need to shut the social media down, if that means you need to get out the groups, like, you really got to take your mental health, your sanity, and the things that contribute to how you feel about yourself, take it seriously and be willing to do whatever it takes for you to have that sense of peace. And I'm not saying that it'll be like that forever, but it's almost like you have to get to a place where you get strong enough that you can deal with these other things and it not affect your mental. And like for me, I'm constantly checking in with myself. How am I feeling? What am I doing? Am I comparing this person doing it? I really feel refreshed, and I'm really focused on creating content, that really serves my community, and share my journey with you as far as like my GLP-1 journey, and on my other channel, really helping women heal, thrive, and become mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally fit. And not just fit, but like strong. And so that is what you can expect. I'll continue to post one video at least every single week, and that is what I'm committing to. If you want to make sure that you are tuned in, like you get the notification of when I go live, because I have been going live a couple times on my channel in the morning. If you want the notification, you got to hit that subscribe button. Definitely like this video if you enjoy this type of content. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else that I wanted to share. Oh, I did want to tell you about going down in dose. So week 2022, I was at 6.5 milligrams, right? Almost 7 milligrams dosed for my weight loss. And then week 23, I started to go down in dosage. So I went down from 6.5 to 6. I went from 28 units. Then when I went down to 6 from 6.5, I went down to 24 units. So week 23, I'm at 24 units. Week 25, I'm down to 20 units. And then week 26, which was the shot day of January 26th, I was down to 18 units. And then February 1st, which was my shot day, which I changed my shot day to Saturday, I was down to 14 units. Then this past Saturday, which would have been week 28, I was at 8 units. And so I'm not sure if I'm going to take another dose or not. I'm really just trying to see what is going to work. My appetite has been good. I have the protein goals. My protein goal is to get 150 grams of protein. So that's like 50 per meal. I'm just finding ways to like split up my protein with supplements and then actual food to get the protein goal. I use Mochi Health for my tirzepatide. And so you can use the code below, save $40. If you are getting started, it'll save you on your consultation fee. And then it'll give you $40, give me $40. That's the plug. I get my wellness injection from Lavender Sky Health, and I did Bio Boost Plus, and I was like swearing by that from Hollandale, because with Lavender Sky Health you can pick your pharmacy, but then they ran out. And so I started researching other ones that I like, or other pharmacies and different things. And so I decided to go with Southlake, and they have a MICC and a B12. And so that's what I've been taking. And so I do those injections probably 3 times a week. And I really like it. I've also have a new order, and I have already taken glutathione, and I could definitely tell that has helped me with my skin and overall health. And so I have another invoice that I'll order from this week. I have an invoice for, it's called GACLIV, I want to say. And so though that specific one is just for overall wellness. And so I really want to just make sure my body is getting everything it needs, and anything that I can add to my body that will help me like live longer and have the results that I'm looking for and stay youthful, I'm going to do. And so I kind of calculated that ends up being like between $75 and $100 a month, but you have to buy it like at 2 to 3 months at a time. So MICC plus B12, glutathione, and the GACLIV. And that has a mixture of glue. I'm not even going to try to mess it up. So those are the 3 wellness injections that I am going to stick with. So let's talk about skin now. So I have always had pretty good skin. I'm not a makeup wearer as far as like foundation. I want my skin to look good. I want my skin to look like I got makeup on. And so I really was kind of focused on that and drinking water. Drink water and have good skin. And so really blessed in that area. I'm 40, and I don't want to look 40 necessarily. I want to feel good in my body, all that. And so I have just researched basically what a morning routine would look like for helping the things on my face. So during my cycle, right before my cycle, my face break out. But usually it's pretty clear. But I have noticed like these spots, and I think it's just like freckles from getting older or whatever. I've always had this one, I've always had that one, and then I have always had these over here. But I would really like to see if there's something I can do as far as clearing up my cheeks, and my forehead is pretty clear. But yeah, as far as like the tone of my face, I would love to clear these things up. So I was doing research, and I've come up with like a step, like it's ended up being like 5 steps of the best products to use on for dark spots, for tightening of your skin, for just overall wellness. Like, so basically I'm just telling y'all, I'm doing a new morning routine and an evening routine that I'm going to be doing research on. And I just wanted to kind of document what my skin is looking like, so then I can see what that progression would be. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. That's where I'm at, y'all. That is where I'm at. Okay, I think that's it for real this time. So if you have watched to the end of this video, I would like for you to drop in the comments below your favorite skincare product. Y'all go be great. But what? Mastering what's on your plate. And remember, you and I, me and you, we grow better together. We'll talk soon. Bye. Week 28 in the books. Week 28 in the books. I was showing my daughter those old school dances, and she was looking at me like I was crazy. Do y'all remember this? Where you just like, like that? Okay. Anyway, bloopers. See you later.